Hello and welcome to Just One More Watch. If this is your first time here, my name is Jody and I love bargains. If you also love bargains, you should probably subscribe to the channel by hitting the button on your chosen device. I made a video a couple of weeks ago and somebody left me a comment. They said, "Hey Jody, you love cheap watches. You should check out the cheap watches on wish.com. And I was like, did someone say cheap watches? So I went straight to the website. First watch that popped up was a Seiko for less than 50 bucks. I thought, fantastic. Seiko 5, less than $50. I'm in. I'm having one of those. And then I looked more closely and I couldn't see the 5 logo on the dial. And then I looked more closely and I thought, bloody hell, it's a fake SARB 033. I'm gonna buy one of those so that nobody else has to. So I bought it. It arrived and it's shit. You should not buy one of these. So what I'm going to do today is show you the fake Seiko against a genuine SARB 033, and then I'm going to show you a couple of watches that I think you should buy instead of the piece of rubbish. You'll find a link in the description of the video taking you to a selection of $50 watches that I've reviewed from gearbest.com that are night and day 100 times better than this fake piece of rubbish. I bought one so that you don't have to. Let's flip the camera and get on with it. So I bought a Seiko then. Shock horror. Look, I knew what I was getting into, but perhaps to the untrained eye, you see one of these deals pop up on your mobile phone and it looks too good to be true. If it looks too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true. What we're going to do today, we're going to have a look at the Seiko, then we're going to have a look at the proper SARB 033, show you the differences. I'm also going to show you the easiest way, I think, to pick a fake Seiko from a genuine Seiko, and that's to have a look at the movement in the back of it. I'm also then going to show you 2 watches that I think are just 100 times better. If you've got $50 to spend on a watch, buy one of these. Don't buy one of these. So fake Seiko then, fake Seiko box as well. It doesn't do a bad impression of the SARB 033. Now the SARB 033 has been discontinued. The prices have rocketed as a consequence. They're up to about $500 US. I guess that they've been selling these ones for a while, but perhaps now because the price has gone up, something like this looks all the more attractive. From a distance anyway. But when you get up close, it really doesn't look like a SARB. I mean, they've done a pretty good impression at ripping off the dial. I'll bring in the genuine one there. Indices look vaguely similar, the hand shape's the same. They've even got the same script, the automatic 23 jewel above the 6 o'clock, even to the point that they've got Japan 6R15 attempting to rip off the movement in the back of the original SARB 033. Very similar in terms of look, but a million miles away from the original in terms of quality. Have a look at the bracelet and the case. I mean, are these even made of the same type of metal? I don't know. Pretty ugly stuff. The case inside profile also is rather grotesque to look at. It's big, it's thick, it's chunky, and it's pretty gross. Case finishing is really basic. Unsigned crown, and a big step there when you go from the lug to the end link. Doesn't really fit well, does it? Now the bracelet doesn't look awful, but it feels pretty cheap, and that clasp. Look, it's got Seiko on it, but it's squint off to one side. You pop it open, full of sharp edges, really nasty. But it's when you pop a link and see the hollow end links, big lumpy see-through case back, and that movement. That's when it's easiest to spot that it's not a real Seiko. The listing had the pictures of the movement online, so a quick reference check to other Seiko movements, the one that this one should have for example, and you'll soon see that it's not a genuine Seiko. I mean, that's the difference between a fake and a real one. This is a 6R15 in the SARB on the right, a little bit of decoration there on the rotor. Have a look at that distinctive rotor though, with the 2 kind of wing-shaped holes either side of the Seiko logo there. That's probably the key to spotting a genuine Seiko movement from this fake one on the left anyway. That's a picture of the 7S26 movement.
This is the one that you'll find in 95% of the Seiko 5 range. Again, those little wings either side of the rotor. That's a picture of a Seiko NH35 4R35, which is the next one up. Again, look for those holes on either side of the rotor. That'll let you know that you're buying a proper Seiko and not a piece of junk. So there's never a good reason to buy a fake watch, let's be honest. I mean, if it had been a decent fake, it would have been a better way to have spent my $50 anyway, rather than this thing which isn't really a good fake. But like I said, there's just no need to waste $50 on one of these. There are much better watches available for the same price. Such as these two, one by CADISEN and one by GUANQIN. If you do click the link in the description, you'll see a bunch of stuff that I've reviewed and recommend from GearBest. These ones coming in at around $67 at the moment, but there's always a voucher. There's a $15 voucher. That means you can pick up either of these two for just over 50 bucks, the same price that I paid for the Seiko. The CADISEN, I think, is particularly good value, a very handsome looking watch, Dauphine hands applied indices, a proper piece of scratch proof sapphire on the dial, and you see that the day date complication there, this one contains a genuine Seiko NH36 movement. Remember what I was saying about the two little wings on the rotor there? 50 meters water resistance as well, so you can properly get this one wet. Or if you prefer a leather strap on your watch, you should have a look at the GUANQIN. Again, sapphire crystal on the glass, very unusual polygonal bezel there. This one features a genuine Japanese Miyota 21 jewel hand winding automatic movement in it as well. Both of them so much nicer than the cheap looking and poorly assembled Seiko in the middle. So I'm not going to finish this video by smashing the fake with a hammer like other people do on YouTube. I'm just going to disappear it back into its box, forget it ever existed, and get back to enjoying the original.
So there you have it. If it looks too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true. Please avoid these websites full of fake bits of rubbish for not a lot of money. If you don't want to spend a lot of cash but actually want a decent watch on your wrist, it's not a problem. There are many cracking watches out there that I've reviewed on this channel for at or around $50 US, including that CADISEN C1032. Do us both a favour, buy one of them instead. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.